What's up, everyone? Good morning. So, happy Saturday. As you can tell, again, in the car, it's story of my life. But today I want to talk about something that will really make an impact in the way that you perceive other people's success, right? And how you correlate that to yourself. So way too often we find ourselves comparing ourselves to somebody, be it a celebrity or be it a fellow entrepreneur, a family member, a friend, etc., etc., etc. What happens with that is that the very moment that you start to compare yourself to somebody else, you automatically start building a future off of a false pretense. And what do I mean? What do I mean by that? So if I were to right now take off my glasses, give them to you, which I shouldn't do that because I'm driving, and you put them on, chances are you can't see unless you have a very similar prescription to the ones that I have on my lenses. What I mean by that is, if you are trying to live your life through somebody else's perspective, meaning following in their footsteps, you're going to be living a life blindly, right? You're not going to be able to see your very own future because you're trying to build it off of somebody else's. And I understand you're probably going to argue, oh, Smani, but you can't see the future, blah, 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 etc., etc. We're not fortune tellers. We're not seers. You are. Use break. One thing that I can assure you is that what we do right now in the moment, what we do today, right, in this proverbial today, directly correlates to what you can achieve right after, right? So for every action, there is a reaction. It's a law. So what you do now will in turn become what you become, right? But you don't necessarily want to fuel your potential by emulating somebody else. What I always tell people that my purpose is to help individuals and or their businesses become the best version of themselves possible. Not to try to be like somebody, insert random person and or business. The reason being is that in genuineness, in uniqueness, in innovation, in all these cliche phrases that create a new purpose, a new result, and or efforts. In those new attempts is where greatness lies. It's not so much about, oh, I could do this better than so and so. For example, I know very well that what my team and I can do as far as digital marketing is much better than a lot of other companies out there. I'm not saying it's the best because it may or may not be. I'm not too sure about that. But it's not what I hold on to as a, let's say, bargaining pitch, you know, or a reason you should do business with me. Absolutely not. It's not my focal point. But to stay the course, there's a quote that I wrote probably like 2 years ago, and it was one of the first posts on the Instagram account, and it says, stop trying to live your life through the eyes of somebody else. Their perspective might be poison. And it's my interpretation of an image of which the individual, it's a gentleman, has a snake wrapped around his head, and so coincidentally, the snake's head is right in front of his eyes. And that's what I mean by stop trying to live your life by somebody else's, through the eyes of somebody else, because their perspective might be poisonous. You don't understand if that person's lifestyle is fit for your life. It might kill you. Not literally, but figuratively. There's a lot of things in our lives that we end up doing, not necessarily because we want to, but because we're trying to strive for something else, and we often believe that that is going to be the solution to our goal. But believe you me, it's not. However, don't think that, oh man, I made a mistake and all is lost. Absolutely not. Mistakes are part of the process. Without mistakes, there's no growth. If you don't mess up, there's no way to, fix that and realize that's one way less to do it. So with that being said, I'll leave you here in the sense that stop trying to be more like somebody else, and realize that within each and every one of us lies an infinite amount of greatness, of which you just need to learn how to harness and apply to your everyday life. I hope this message helps you guys start to really go in on you and not them or they. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. I hope that you guys kill it this weekend. You go all in. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. You can email me at osmani@wearesbs.com. Throw a comment below. Make sure that if you're not already doing so, you're subscribing to the channel so that you get notifications every time I upload new content like this. And also hit the thumbs up if this brought you value. And it would mean a great deal to me if you took the moment to just hit the little arrow and share it with somebody that you believe can benefit from this message. Thank you guys, and I really appreciate you. Have a great day.